by Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm bringing you my last video for 2025. This is my quarterly trash talk video, which includes my empties, my low/no buy. Also, for this update, I'm going to be including my yearly declutters, and at the end I'll have my yearly empties. But let's jump in for my empties since our last update. First up, we have a roll-on deodorant. This one is not worth any points towards my low/no buy, and I have been leaning more towards roll-on or cream deodorants over aerosol ones. So this is something I may repurchase. Then I have two perfumes. First up, we have the YSL Paris perfume. There does seem to be a little bit here at the bottom of the bottle, but I'm unable to get that out with the spritzer. This one is worth 1 point. We also have the Golden Apple perfume. I really did enjoy this scent, and I would definitely look to repurchase. This one is also worth 1 point. Then finally, we have the Mod Brow Tint. This one is from my Leave the Hive in 25 project pan. I'll have that linked up in the cards and down in the description. But this one took me a long time to get through. I'm pleased to say though that it is finally empty, and it is also worth 1 point. Then we have a mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess Waterproof Mascara. I really do like the Lash Princess formula, and I'm not sure yet though if I prefer the waterproof or just the regular Lash Princess, but this is definitely something I would look to repurchase, and this one is worth 1 point. We then have two nail products. First up, we have this colored nail polish, which is the CR nail polish in black. This was also part of my Leave the Hive in 25 project pan, and this one has definitely become way too goopy and gross to get any more product out of here. So this one is being classed as completed, and it's also worth 1 point. Then we have the Sinful Colors Quick Dry Top Coat. I think this one was also in my Leave the Hive in 25 project pan, and this one is also worth 1 point. And last but not least, we have a makeup remover. This is the Rodan and Fields Essentials Complete Eye Makeup Remover. It is one of those products that had like the oily part and the watery part, and you had to shake it together to mix the product before using it. This one is also completed. I'm happy to have this one out of my collection, and I don't think I would repurchase. I'd much prefer using a micellar water, as this one left a really oily film over my skin. But I guess really because it's meant to be used purely on the eyes and not the whole face, and it definitely did work on those hard to remove eyeshadows or glitters, things that stuck down hard. But this one is completed, and it is also worth 1 point. So we've only had 8 empties since the last update, with only 7 of those going towards my low/no buy. So over this side, you will see the product categories that will be getting additional points to them with those empties. And then over here, you will see what that means for those categories. As you can see, that means my makeup remover category will be now sitting at 0 because I was in the -1 since last update. And my brow products will be going from -2 to -1. So with that, this is how my current categories are sitting. But the question is, have I brought any new products into my collection? And the answer is yes. So I'll start off with the products that I have received as gifts, considering we are in the Christmas season. And then I will discuss anything that will actually have an effect on my beauty bank. So I have received 4 products as gifts. First up, we have here a lip balm. This is by Appealy and is a fruity glow lip balm, and it is made in Korea. So this is a Korean beauty product. Technically, out of the 4 items, that is the only one that is considered makeup, and the rest are all beauty products. So then we have the Lacura Extracts from Nature Foaming Cleanser, a Pure Dem Bubble Mask, and a kit from Blissful Moments for 2 hand creams. So that is everything beauty and makeup wise that I received as a gift over the Christmas season. But I do have a number of things that I have brought in outside of that. First up, I have a kit of 4 sugar body scrubs. This is by Teal Mika. Then I have a number of nail products. First up, I have this Quick Dry Nail Drops by OXX Cosmetics. I also have a Quick Dry Top Coat by OXX Cosmetics. And then I actually have 2 colored polishes by OXX Cosmetics, though I've only got one here because I cannot find the other one, but I have got 2 colored nail products. And last but definitely not least, I also got an Essential Beauties Surprise Beauty Box, which I am planning to open as a video for here on my channel. There are 7 products in here. It is a makeup and beauty surprise box, so I'm not actually sure how many beauty products or beauty tools or makeup products or makeup tools within this box, but we are going to count this as 7 new products. That means we actually have a total of 15 products if I am counting these sugar scrubs as 1 product each. So we have a total of 15 things that are going to be coming into my collection. Apart from the nail products and the body scrubs, I actually don't know which categories this will be affecting. And as you are aware, I don't have a ton of points in majority of my categories. So the question is, what am I going to do in relation to my beauty points? But before we discuss that, I also wanted to show the items that I'm going to be decluttering from my collection. And then we can discuss if I'm going to be getting points for these items or not. First up, we have this Sunsilk Active Brilliant Shine Hair Gel. You have seen this, I think, also in my Leave the Hive in 25 project pan. And this product has definitely lost its shine. It has gone completely runny and it is really not doing what it's meant to do. As a hair care product, this isn't something I would normally get beauty points for, so that doesn't need to affect my beauty bank, but this one is going to be decluttered. Then we have 5 items that I would normally get points for. First up, we have a Superstay 24-hour full coverage foundation from Maybelline. You did not see this product in my last makeup inventory, which I'll have linked up in the cards and down in the description, and that is because I had misplaced it. But since then I have found it and I have made the choice to declutter it because, as you know, I don't generally wear base products or foundation products. So this one would normally be 1 point towards my base product category, but as a declutter, should I be having those as points or should I not? That is definitely something we need to consider. I do also have another base product, and that is this Banana Boat Simply Protect face tint. As you know, I have been working on this, not really, but as part of my Leave the Hive in 25. But it does say on the bottle here at the front that it expired in 2022. Normally, I would keep going until I see a change in the product, but considering that this is a sunscreen-based product and that it has been a number of years since it would have expired, I have made the decision to declutter it. There's no point working on a product if it is not going to achieve what it is meant to achieve. So this one is also getting decluttered and would technically mean another point to my base product category. And then we have the Australis Strobe Jelly. So this was a cream highlighter. I have scraped all the product out of here because if you watched, I think it was my Graveyard Project Pan, I'll have that linked up in the cards and down in the description, this product had completely dried out, and when I tried to revive it, it just could not be revived. So this has also been decluttered and would normally mean 1 point to my highlighter category. I then have 2 lip products. Just a reminder, this OXX Cosmetics lip cream in Sultry, it is broken in the container and I did have it fall out and land on the floor. Therefore, I have decided to declutter it. I also have this Wet n Wild liquid catsuit in the shade Life's No Pink Nick, and it is this gorgeous metallic red. It is a gorgeous color and looked gorgeous on my lips. However, if you might remember, the doe foot applicator snapped off, and because of that, there really is no way, unless I get a lip brush and dig the product out and all of that jazz. But considering this was decluttered to me, I have decided to make the choice to declutter this product as well, rather than messing around and trying to use it up. So this one will also be decluttered. So those are the items that I'm going to be decluttering for 2025. And 5 of those would generally mean points towards my beauty bank. As they're declutters, should I be adding points? Potentially not. So I've actually decided to use these 5 points to go towards the items that I have since brought into my collection. So like I said, I have 15 items coming in, which means 2 points per item. So I need 30 points. So these 5 points will be going directly to those 30 points, which means I only need 25 points. Generally, those 25 points would need to come from the category that the product is from. But because I have 7 products that I don't actually know what category they would be, plus we're at the end of the year, and I have a number of points in a lot of my no-buy categories, and I was deciding what I wanted to do with those points. Do I use them? Don't I use them? I can't just have these points continually building up. I've actually decided that I'm going to fill the points, so take the 25 points from my no-buy categories. So like I said, I have 25 points still remaining that I need to fill. I am going to be taking the 1 point from my colored nail polish category and also the 1 point from my nail base / top coat category. I'm also going to be taking the 7 points from my perfume category. That means I have minus another 9 points. And the 1 point from my body lotions category. So that's 10 points from the 25, which means we still have 15 points to fill. I'm then going to take the 6 points from my mask category and the 6 points from my lip product category. So that's 12 points, meaning I only have 3 more points to reach 25. And as a note for 2026, I am going to break my lip products down into balms, liquids, bullets, that type of structure, because I have found for this year that I have got majority of my points from my lip balms, which will mean that my lip balms will eventually move out of the no buy product category. And also I don't want to be building points through lip balms that may result in colored lip products coming into my collection. So like I said, I need 2 more points. I am going to take a point from my eyeshadow category, the only point that is in that category. And I'm also going to take my last point from my body wash category. So that means I'm going to be taking these points as expressed here, which will then have this effect on my full no buy bank. As you can see, my brow product is still at -1. And as you know, I only have a couple brow products in my collection. And specifically, I only have 1 brow gel, and I do like to utilize brow gels, so it is leaving me in a situation which will mean that I'm unable to purchase products that are worth 2 points when I'm only making 1 point per item that is leaving my collection. So I think for 2026, I am going to do a review of my products, my categories, and I'm going to update it so I do still have my no buy categories, but a lot of the categories are going to be broken further down. And I'm also going to have replacement categories, which will mean that those are categories where the items only cost 1 point that are coming in, but they also make 1 point when they're going out. But I'll further discuss that in my first trash talk video for 2026. So as a recap, this is how my no buy bank is currently sitting going into 2026. And as I mentioned at the start of this video, this is also going to include my makeup empties for 2025, my full makeup empties, which I have right here in this Woolworths bag. Overall, this was definitely not a great makeup usage year, but a lot of my products are going to have decent use in them going into 2026. So I am predicting I'm going to have a influx of empties at the start of the year, and that will peter away as the year goes on. But going through all the makeup products I have completed for 2025. First up, we have 2 makeup removers, a micellar water and eye makeup remover by Roden and Fields. We have 2 concealers, one by Maybelline and also one by Emco Beauty. We have 1 brow gel, which is by Mod Beauty. We have 1 liquid eyeshadow. We have 2 mascaras, one by L'Oreal and the other by Essence. We have 2 makeup setting sprays, one by Emco Beauty and the other one is by Barry M. I definitely would consider repurchasing the Barry M one, but not the Emco Beauty one. We then have one lip primer. This is by Essence and is classed as a primer within my makeup beauty bank categories. And last but not least, we have 3 lip balms. So we have one by Anko Beauty, one by Nivea, and one by Nude by Nature. So those are all the makeup empties I had in 2025. Fingers crossed I can get more in 2026. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me on my 2025 YouTube journey, and I look forward to seeing you in 2026. This was my last trash talk video for 2025, including my end of year makeup declutter and full year of makeup empties. And now to the outro.